Hey YouTube, it's me, Viv. So recently I have noticed two people at my job, my current job, and three people outside of work, so personal friends and family, who have asked me about my skin routine and my hair routine. So this is not going to be a totally normal video, even though my channel is going to go, back and forth between different content. But I thought it was important to share a little bit about my hair journey, my skin journey, and how much work it has taken to get mostly, if you can see, okay, that doesn't count, that's where I used to have a nose ring, mostly clear skin. The first thing, everyone says it, drinking more water. The second I started adding, drinking, on top of the normal cup of glasses, started consciously drinking a certain amount of water every day, I started feeling better. That means start off the day with 20 ounces of water when I wake up, have a mid morning 20 something ounces of water, have an afternoon 20 ounces of water, have an evening 20 ounces of water, and then right before I go to sleep or, whatever, I'm going to stay up and do work, have a little more water. I put lemons in it, I put cucumbers in it, I make myself a pitcher that has, whatever fruits, maybe it's raspberries, sometimes it's cut up cucumbers, sometimes it might even be a little piece of watermelon, sprinkle a tiny bit of salt in the water and a tiny, tiny pinch of sugar just to give it some electrolytes, and I'm good to go. Put it in the fridge, pour it all day, make some more for the next morning during that night. That easy. And the second thing that I do is I incorporate a lot of natural products into my skin routine. I will make myself in the kitchen, I'll make myself homemade face masks. I have bentonite clay that I bought from a local shop, and you need to check your local herb and spice shops because for some reason herb and spice shops oftentimes have bentonite clay, even though it's not really, it's not a spice, it's clay. But for some reason I've been to like two spice shops in my area at least, and I was able to find the clay there. Um, Also, like turmeric, I will make myself turmeric masks. I know if your skin is on the paler side, that might not be the best idea because it will stain, but for me, it washes right off and my skin is radiant and glowing. I like to mix turmeric with bentonite clay with a pinch of water, just get it into a nice paste and apply it, leave it on for about 20 minutes, and then rinse it right off with cold water. Another thing that I like to do with my skin is I keep a very serious exfoliation regimen. And that's not just, elbows, knees, toes. I keep an extremely serious exfoliation regimen. I will exfoliate my skin 3 times a week, every week. I actually use a Korean skincare product that's an enzymatic exfoliant. I know you can find enzymatic exfoliants at the body shop because I bought I think it's got kelp and seaweed, sea algae enzymatic exfoliant. It literally removes the top layer of dead skin, and it's been super beneficial, and it totally has actually gotten rid of most of the acne scarring that I used to have on my face since I started incorporating that enzymatic exfoliant in my routine. But I only use the enzymatic exfoliant once a week, and the other time I'll use a generic self-made exfoliant that consists of honey and brown sugar and a little bit of sea salt, um, and a very small pinch of coconut oil that's been heated in the microwave. So, and then I'll use that regular exfoliant another 2 times a week, very making sure that I always rub in an upward motion because when you start moving your hands over several years, keep in mind when you are rubbing your hands in a downward motion every day, you're basically asking your skin to sag. So if you want your skin to stay pert, you just massage that exfoliant in an upward motion. The next thing that I'm going to say for you, and this is a lot easier during COVID because during COVID I'm like super mindful of my actions. Do not touch your face, and I know I'm doing it right now, but also I'm about to go into my skincare routine since I finish this video, so it doesn't really matter. But keep those hands off your face. I understand when you're wearing a mask, it's super easy, but when you're at home, please don't be all up touching your face just because there's no one there. The more you touch your face, all of the bacteria. I used to study biology in college, and we took samples of, skin, like hands, face, all types of skin under the microscope. It's been unwashed. Your hands are not clean. you think they're clean, but hands that have been just going around all day, the students who did not wash their hands, the bacterial growth was disgusting on the petri dish. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You do not want to put the bacteria that's on your hands, touching doorknobs, touching, surfaces, unwashed surfaces. You do not want to put that bacteria onto your skin, which already has its own careful, balanced pH, balanced bacteria, microflora on your face. No need to upset that delicate ecosystem. Anyway, the next thing that I like to do is I use spot treatment on my acne. The second that I get a pimple, I will put spot treatment on overnight, and usually in the morning it's a lot better. Then I'll just be careful about doing my makeup and making sure that I'm not piling stuff on top of the pimple, which would further aggravate it or cause further buildup. I'm just very careful when I get pimples, which is not even that often. Another thing that I do is I really have cut down on processed foods that I eat, and I eat mostly natural things, and I eat a lot of plant-based material. In fact, most of my diet is plant-based. I definitely feel that that has something to do with the fact that my skin is clearer, and I'm inviting less, artificial hormones into my body, less external influences, antibiotics from meat, not having that in my diet, I definitely feel contributes to clearer skin. Okay, so the next thing is I'm very aware of my skin type. I have oily skin, which needs its own specific type of regimen compared to other types of skin. I know that slapping a super oily moisturizer is not a good thing. I use oil-free sunscreen that is 100 SPF on my face every day. I bought it at Walmart. It definitely helps a lot. If you want to not have wrinkles, you need to be using sunscreen because most of wrinkles, I know as a fact, are caused by the sun. So do not use just bare moisturizer that has no SPF on your skin when you're going to be going outside. In the house, whatever, I won't apply it. I'm just going to be at home all day. But when I'm going out, it is sunscreen. I don't care if it's winter, summer, whatever. Everyone of all races can get wrinkles. Another thing that I do is that I use serum, especially on forehead and under eyes, which are the areas that will often wrinkle the most. And then, right here. So I use a facial serum. It's the Body Shop. It is Drops of Youth, and I apply that to my face after I wash it in the morning. Next thing, I also cut back on washing my face, which I think has really helped my oily skin. Now I wash my face about once a day, and then I'll rinse my face during the morning. So I'll rinse and refresh my face, but actually washing my skin is for the night. And I definitely feel that that's helped my skin stay more balanced and look glowing rather than look Crisco, if you feel what I mean. Now, as for hair, it's basically a lot of the same stuff in terms of, protecting your hair the same way you protect your skin. I make sure that my hair is very well moisturized. I use hot oil treatments once a week. I wash my hair every 5 or 6 days using quality shampoo. I use that organic biotin and collagen. It really, really helps. I also I'm very careful about co-washing and keeping a good moisture and pH balance. I'm very aware of the porosity level of my hair, so I tend to be really careful. I've also had natural hair since 2012. Like, people think just because my hair is short, they're like, oh my god, your hair looks so good for just beginning a journey. I'm like, I didn't just begin. This is years of cultivation and knowing what I'm doing. I also always section my hair before I'm styling it so that the product can be evenly applied. I make sure that I use my fermented onion and rice water mixture. I am just very good at LCOing, and just I know what products work and which don't. I know what ingredients to look for and stay away from. I mean, at this point, I really do know a lot of this stuff, and it's really just applying it. So anyway, the way I feel about skin and hair care both are just that these are the things, my hands, everything like that I'm presenting to the world. So I would like people, when they see my face and skin, not only to remember me, but also to remember oh, they look pretty good, or like they take care of themselves. I never like to seem like I don't take care of myself. There have been times in my life, let's say, um, for some reason the pilot light's not on, the shower is cold, take a short shower, I feel less fresh. Um, it's not fun. I like to look my best and feel my best. I take very good care of my teeth. My nails, not so much. My job won't let me have painted nails, which sucks. But I still maintain my cuticles and make sure my hands are moisturized. And I actually have another tip that I want to mention. It's very overlooked, but if you can invest in a paraffin dip, I actually have my own paraffin wax warmer at home, and I use paraffin on my hands, feet, elbows, and I feel like it definitely helps. And you can buy paraffin wax from Sally's. It's not too bad of a price. And the wax lasts a pretty good amount of time, especially when you're being very sanitary about the use and you're the only one using it. But anyway, I hope this video was enlightening. I just wanted to share some of the things that I do that just help me maintain myself. And obviously there's more than even just that, but really just those are some core tips that I think will really help you with wherever you are in your skincare journey or whatever you are doing. All right, have a good day.